Says, you are not alone. Welcome to Survivor, where strength rises through shared stories, where pain transforms into resilience, where survivors connect and empower each other. Your story matters. Your voice matters. You matter. Join the movement. Subscribe now. Welcome to Survivor. Survivor.
Well, welcome to Survivor, a space where the silence is broken and real stories lead to real strength. And I'm your host here to answer the tough questions, share some wisdom, and remind you you are not alone. This is your community and your journey, and your voice matters. So let's get into today's question. We had someone email us the question of, how do I stop missing someone who hurt me? This is, I gotta say, one of the most common and most painful questions that survivors ask. I've asked it myself. And it's also one of the most misunderstood ones, right? First off, I want to tell you that I want you to know that missing someone who hurt you doesn't mean you're weak or broken or going backwards. It means you're human. Abuse is rarely constant violence or cruelty, and often it's a cycle. It's a painful mix of manipulation, apologies, right? Moments of affection, and the hope that things are definitely going to change. And that hope becomes addictive. The brain gets wired to the chase, those few good moments while we're suppressing the bad. That's not love, that's trauma bonding, and it's powerful. So when you miss them, you're likely not missing, of course, you're not missing things like the abuse. You're missing the illusion, the facade of the safety you thought was created in this relationship. The comfort, maybe, of a routine, the feeling of togetherness, the feeling that maybe they'd finally become the person you needed, and grieving that illusion is real and it deserves a space. But please hear this. You are allowed to mourn what you hoped for, what you hoped could be, while still protecting yourself from what was. To begin letting go, ground yourself in truth first. Write out what happened, not what you wish had happened, but what actually happened, and reread it when the longing creeps in. And surround yourself with people who remind you of your worth, not the incidents, but you, what you are worth. Find a support group, a therapist who understands trauma bonds and how deep they run. And most importantly, be kind to yourself. This part of the healing journey is a messy experience, and it's very layered. There's no switch to flip. But every time you choose peace over chaos, truth over fantasy, and healing over hope, not hope, but hoping is what I'm trying to say, they lose their hold on you. You reclaim your power. And remember, missing them does not mean you should go back. Healing means choosing yourself, even when it hurts. You're not alone in this. You are stronger than the bond that broke you. So thank you for joining us for this episode of Through the Eyes of Survivors. And if you have a question or a story or just need someone who gets it, we want to hear from you. Check out our website. And you can email your questions at podcast@breakthesilencedv.org. You don't have to share your name. You can stay anonymous. And remember, your story matters. Your voice matters. And together we rise. Until next time, take care of you.